Hello dearies!
Hej allihopa!
We are excited to have a little cozy chat today. We have some fun announcements to make, and we just want to first of all say thank you so much for being here. Thank you to our new subscribers and old ones. We've just been getting a lot of love on our cottage videos lately, and it means so much to us, so we're really glad you're enjoying that. So we have a few really exciting announcements today, and what should we start with first, Jonas? I'm so excited.
I think we start with the cozy stuff first.
The coziest thing?
It's a really cozy collaboration we have going on here.
We have our own tea blend! Isn't that crazy?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh. So what is the name of it, Jonas?
It's Cozy Cottage, and that suits us so
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we wanted to tell you a little bit about the story of how this came to be and how you can get it and all the details.
This is a collaboration with T-Spectral, and you can see more of what they are doing on tspectral.com or find them on Instagram.
So I guess we have to go back to the beginning a little bit of how our own tea blend came to be with T-Spectral, because it was 1 year ago that we first collaborated with them with two of their seasonal tea blends, Sweater Weather and Chin Chin. So one is fall, one is winter. They reached out to us last year and asked if we would like to collaborate like with Charming Life and have Jonas's artwork on the tea tins for the holidays, and it was a really great success. And we had so much fun coming up with the artwork and figuring out all the design and everything. And it went so well that we started talking about creating our own tea blend.
And this Cozy Cottage blend is going to be available the whole year.
Yay!
And so not just only for the holidays, except the tin in itself gonna be limited time only.
Yes, there's only a limited amount of tins, and once they are gone, they are gone. But the blend itself will remain in their permanent collection if this whole launch goes really well.
So what I like with this tin is that it contains the artwork that I created for the label, and it's like 360 degrees artwork around the tin.
Yes.
And it's kind of what inspired the Cozy Cottage blend. It highlights everything that is in the tea tin.
Obviously, if you haven't figured out, this is our cottage on the front. And so it's our little cobweb cottage, but in a fairy tale illustration format that you did on the other tins. So when we did the fall and the winter one last year, you know, a cozy cottage feeling just really suited those blends really well. So obviously one thing led to another, and we came up with the Cozy Cottage blend. Wasn't it kind of different for you to come up with different angles of the cottage for each of the 3 tea tins?
Yeah, so during Sweater Weather it was this first obvious angle of the cottage.
Yes.
And then to make it a little bit different for Chin Chin, the winter blend, we went a little bit step back, so we had a bigger view of the scene. And now it was a little bit challenging, like what angle do you
felt like
do?
we ran out of them.
Yeah,
almost.
so how would you describe it?
So I felt like, yeah, you just kind of went the other direction,
Yeah,
from Sweater Weather one.
a little bit from the side, you know.
But I love it because the cottage itself is kind of like tucked back into the trees a little bit more that way. Jonas, you just blew me away with this artwork, I have to say.
Oh, thank you.
Because, well, just like the other 3 tins, it was, you know, I love the transition from like the field, kind of like the farm looking area, that it kind of wraps around in the cottage, is all nestled, all cozy in the woods, and then it keeps going into the graveyard that is really what we have next door.
And what I heard, that people keep finding like small critters and details, which I feel really happy to hear that.
You pack in so many details into your paintings, it's amazing. And so maybe you can talk about how the original artwork that you did was not quite this small, but still pretty small compared to maybe like big paintings, and how you didn't even have the paper that was long enough to wrap around, so you had to kind of like improvise.
Yeah, I have to paint it in 2 parts and and scan those paintings and put it together. And it can be a little bit challenging because, you know, you have to have the exact color blend, you know.
Yeah. At first we were kind of thinking we were going to do like a summer blend because we had already done like the fall and winter one with them, which is like their own blends, but we just did the artwork for. But when it came to like our own unique blend that they custom created for us, we went back and forth like what kind of season should it be and what vibe. So Tea Spectral is run by a husband and wife team, and Stephanie, she is like a tea blending expert. Like she's professionally like learned how to do this. It's really fascinating. And so she knows how to mix all the right notes together and different herbs and spices. And so she had sent us a few different prototypes and of the apple cinnamon, because we really thought, yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Like it's gonna be that Snow White fairy tale feeling. But for some reason, we all just really weren't feeling it, right? It was weird. And then, because she's the pro, she started saying, maybe we should do something with berry. And at first we were like, I guess, I mean, yeah, berry, we love berries, but like, it's not really something we do a whole lot of at the cottage. And then, this is the crazy part. Okay, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, you know, during this crazy year with the virus situation, it hindered us from traveling. And usually we travel in around the same time every year, but this year we had to stay at home and you know, explore our backyard more. And what happened was that exactly the berries that is in this tea blend started to grow further in our backyard.
It was like magic.
It's like we have always been away during that window of time when they grow, so we had always missed it.
Isn't that crazy?
And we took that as a good sign.
I call Stephanie our tea fairy godmother for a reason, and she really had her magic wand this time, because it's like she knew that we were going to have berries in the backyard, that we were going to discover them, and that we would be baking a ton of berry pies this whole summer and early fall. And I literally get chills when I think about it. And so that's kind of why you ended up painting it in like a late summer, kind of early fall feeling.
Because yeah, it's released now in the fall, but it's an overall tea.
Yes.
It works, it makes the day cozy no matter what season you're in.
I love that. But I do love the kind of like summer details kind of hidden in here. Can I talk about them really quick?
You can do that.
Because on the more morning side, it has the brambleberries that we were just talking about, and it has two of our little woodland cobweb critters that we like to call them on there, the little chipmunk and a little squirrel enjoying a tea time together. Isn't that precious?
Yeah.
And we really, you know, they don't have the teapots, but we really see them hanging out around the time that we usually have our fika time. And then I love that you have the tree with the leaves starting to change, a little owl hidden in there. And then can you talk about the rest on the graveyard?
Let me see. It's so much details I forgot.
Oh yeah, because you even put a little sunflower on the porch, because we really took photos like that this summer.
Yeah, a little wreath and
So smart.
two little deers here that you keep seeing them in the backyard every day. And it's a little family of 4. And it's just nice to have a little part of that in this tea tin.
And the fireflies.
The fireflies.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a romanticized fairy tale version of like kind of our real life here. So it's really special. And it's like so amazing that we can share it all now with everyone. Everyone seems to love our Cobweb Cottage videos, and now it's like you can drink some of it in your own home. So we didn't mention the ingredients yet either.
Yeah, and like the flavor, it's...
Yeah. So,
I feel like that's the most important thing.
Exactly, I know. I'm like going on about.
So what's the ingredients?
All right, so I'm just going to read what Stephanie wrote, because she writes it so beautifully. Follow the rose and berry brambles up past the budding tree thickets and return homeward with a basket of euphoria. Aww. And okay, so it's made with rooibos, decaffeinated black tea, apricot, hibiscus, blackberry leaf, rose petals, calendula petals, sarsaparilla root, and natural and artificial flavors. So that is amazing. Can we even unpack that for a second? How many wonderful notes that are in there. So it has the rooibos, which makes it like that rich red color, and then it has a decaffeinated black, which gives it that classic, you know, kind of tea taste.
And you can enjoy it like any time of day, even before bed. You don't have to worry because it's decaf.
Yes, because I'm very sensitive to caffeine, so that's why we went decaf. So it's so nice that I can have a tea like this. There's the apricot, the hibiscus, the blackberry leaf, rose petals. It's all like those summery notes, but then she throws in this amazing twist of sarsaparilla root.
Yeah, I was surprised. Could you have that in tea?
Right? So if you don't know, that's what they have in a root beer to kind of give it that kind of classic vintage vibe thrown in there. So I just love that she somehow found a way to mix in like the vintage fairy tale cozy cottage feeling into a tea blend, just like what we do on our channel.
Yeah, and you don't have to have a ton of tea because it's so flavorful and it tastes really good with milk too. It's like an overall all-round tea.
Yeah.
Cozy all-round.
So we hope these limited edition tea tins, the gold ones, are still available for a little while, so you guys can get your hands on them. So it's going to be 3 ounces of tea in here, actually. It's a lot. And for $30. That's a really good deal. So you also keep an eye on teaspectrum.com and on their Instagram, because she's already getting ready for the holidays and little stocking stuffers and stuff like that. So you can get the little golden trio here. So lots of different options. So exciting.
So what goes perfect with tea? I would say handwritten letters, and especially now when we're reaching fall. And you know what bothers me?
What?
It's that I can never find a simple fall card, like a happy autumn card. It's either Halloween or Thanksgiving, but right now in the early fall I just want a simple fall card to send my loved ones, you know.
We're all away from our family right now, so it's nice to send them.
So what you can order from my Etsy shop, the Woodland Library, is this greeting cards. It says Cozy Cottage Greeting, and it's based on the label. It's the same painting, and it has a little poem here too.
But that's the fun part, Jonas, is the poem.
I know, we try to we have done this before with the other blends, and we always write our own little poem there. So
do you want to read it and make me cry?
I can read it, but I don't want you to cry because you just put makeup on.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The Cozy Cottage Greeting. It's a corner of the woods that the critters call their home, where a cozy cottage stands, making no one feel alone, with a warming cup of tea and a slice of homemade pie. Enjoy this charming moment that is shared by you and I.
So and precious.
I love that collaboration, that we both wrote it together, and that's what made it so cozy and nice.
We really hope that you love the postcards just as much as the tea. So we're really excited to release all this cozy cottageness. So we're gonna save the tin and a few postcards aside, though, just in case they sell out quick, because they are all limited edition, because we're gonna be doing a big giveaway on Instagram and maybe here on YouTube, but for sure on Instagram, because we are hosting a fall festival right now. Actually. We kicked it off on Labor Day, and we're so excited. This is another fun announcement in case you haven't seen it anywhere else, that we're hosting the virtual fall festival at Cobweb Cottage. How you can participate is on Instagram. We have posted a bucket list of 10 charming ways to enjoy the fall season, and Jonas created some really cute little artwork for that, and all you have to do is just start checking items off the list, probably things you'd be doing anyway, and things that are very safe right now, and things you can do at home.
They are all distancing safe.
All you have to do is use the hashtag #ThisCharmingAutumn and post a photo of that activity, and make sure to tag It's a Charming Life on there too, and then you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway before we even hit 10K. So it'd be really fun if you invited your friends,
Yeah.
and make it a nice cozy time, like a Stars Hollow small town feeling.
And do as much or as little as you want.
So we have some other little fun announcements, because you have been working on some other artwork. Do you want to talk about that?
I have done a few hand-painted teacups, and it's a really fun project to give old antique teacups a second chance. And we found them on thrift stores or other interesting places, and for this set I decided to do like cozy fall scenes. Sleepy Hollow, did you know about that town? You must know about the old story that celebrates 200 years this year, and it's the what they call bicentennial. Bicentennial. That's a hard word for me to say.
Oh.
So I created a kind of like a celebrational print, an artwork in that I'm gonna have out in my Etsy shop. It's kind of like a Washington Irving's imagination / work desk.
That's really cool.
Picture that I picture him, how he got the ideas, kind of how he saw everything play for him in the
I love
play
that.
out.
So it's kind of celebrating the bicentennial in a bookish way, plus that it's our first year doing the Sleepy Hollow Book Club, so it's all kind of goes together, so we have a lot of more fun coming your way. So we've been a pretty busy little beavers this autumn, and we're just really hoping we can create a really cozy, warm, safe environment here on social media, and we hope to continue the fun into October with the Fall Festival and some other fun announcements that our Patreon members already know about. So, and thanks to them, I don't know if you can tell, we are filming on a new camera right now, so we finally invested in a new camera, and that is very much thanks to our Patreon supporters.
Thank you so much that you support us, and it really means a lot to us, and it's thanks to you that we can make it better and better for every year and keep doing this.
Exactly.
Spreading joy and coziness.
Not everyone can be on Patreon, but we do have lots of different options available if you want to check it out. But even just liking this video, subscribing, sharing to a friend, going on our blog, signing up to our email newsletter just helps us keep creating. And we're really glad to see that this little charming community of friends seems to be growing. It's really wonderful. So whether you're new or old, we're so happy that you're here. So thank you so much, and we just really hope to have a very charming autumn with you all. Bye for now.
Hej då allihopa!